I'm currently running Claude Code completely free, no API key, no subscription, no tokens being charged, and you can too. So this is Gemma 4. It's Google's open source model, and it's all running locally on my machine through Ollama. And my data is never going to leave my computer. Now, we already did a deep dive on Gemma 4 in one of our latest videos. So the model family, the benchmarks, all of that. So I'll have a link right here. But today I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually connect this to Claude Code so you can start coding for free. But first, let me just explain how this whole thing actually works under the hood, because once you understand the architecture, the setup is actually dead simple. Okay, so let me break this down inside of our Excalibur. But first up, Ollama. So if you've ever used Docker or anything similar to it, you can think of Ollama as the same thing, but for AI models. Now, Docker, it just lets you download and run applications in containers. In Ollama, it lets you download and run AI models locally on your machine. So it's as simple as just entering one command, and then the model it's going to be running on your local computer, and it exposes an API endpoint on localhost. It's that simple. So you pull the model, let's say it's Gemma 4, one of the latest models that they have just released. It could also be Llama, it could be Quen, it could be Mistral. I mean, there's a few different options. Whatever you want. In Ollama, it serves it right here on your local machine, just going to your own private server. So it's going to be, localhost 11434. Any application that knows how to talk to an API, it can now talk to your local model. So that's the key piece within this. Now, Gemma 4, if you don't know already, this is Google's open source model family. Now, again, we did a full deep dive on this in one of our last videos. So again, I'll have a link above. But anyways, the short version is that Gemma 4, it's just built with the same research as Gemini's 3, in which Google released it under Apache 2, which just means that you get full commercial license. So you can actually deploy it, you can fine tune it, you can sell products built on it, and there's zero restrictions. Now, they launched 4 different sizes. So they have the 31B dense model, and this ranks number 3 among all open source models on the Arena AI leaderboard, beating Llama, beating DeepSeek, beating even Quen. And today we're going to be using E2B. That's the smallest one. So overall, it's about 7.2 gigs, and it runs on 8 gigs of RAM, and it has a 128K context window, and it's multimodal, so it can handle images too. And in the last video, I actually showed you this running completely free on my phone with no internet connection and airplane mode on. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. But for today, all you need to know that it's free, it's powerful enough, and it runs locally. Now, Claude Code, if you live under a rock and you don't know what this is just Anthropic's command line coding assistant. So you can give it instructions in plain English. It reads your code bases, it then writes code and then runs any terminal commands, and it manages all your files. So it's effectively just an AI developer sitting inside of your terminal. Now, normally when you use Claude Code, here's what happens under the hood. So you just type in a prompt and then Claude Code, it's going to send that request over the internet to Anthropic's Cloud API. So from here, their servers, it processes it using Claude and, whatever models like Opus, Sonnet, whatever model like you're actually paying for. And then it just sends the response back to you, of course. So your prompts, it is going to their servers. You pay per token, and your code, it is going through their cloud. But what we are going to be setting up is doing this the local way. So inside of here, we are essentially just going to be using the same features. So the same file reading, the same tool calling, but instead of hitting Anthropic's API, this paid version, this paid cloud right here, instead of hitting that, we are just going to be talking to Ollama, and this is going to be running on our local host, as you guys can see. So it's the same Claude Code CLI, it's just running through local host. So Ollama, it runs Gemma 4 right on your machine. Same tool, it's just a different engine, and nothing is actually going to be leaving your computer. So overall, that's the entire architecture. So Claude Code, it is fundamentally just going to be the car. And then the AI model, that's going to be the engine that you will use. And we're just swapping the engine from a cloud model to a local one. And once you actually see it this way, the setup, it makes total sense. Now, before we actually set this up, let me just be very straight with you about the trade-offs, because there are some real ones that I do want to disclose. So what you're actually gaining with this, 0 cost, you get complete privacy, you own your code and your prompts, and none of it is actually leaving your machine. And also no rate limits, and it works offline, and no vendor lock-ins. And what you actually are going to be losing, you're going to be losing speed. So the E2B on a laptop, it is noticeably slower than the Cloud API. And we're talking about 30 seconds to a minute for a response, depending on your hardware, of course. But you also get a smaller effective context window. And for complex multi-file debugging, where the model actually needs to reason across maybe 10 different files, you're going to feel the gap compared to Claude's frontier models like Opus 4.6, Sonnet 4.6. My honest take, for learning, for side projects, for quick prototyping, for anything like where you don't want to be watching your API bill, this is more than good enough. And for production level complex debugging across huge code bases, you'll still want to utilize the paid API, but free is free. And for most people, this is going to be the move. And using some sort of hybrid is what I would ultimately recommend for you guys. All right, but anyways, enough yapping. Let's get started setting this up. So just go to ollama.com and you're going to want to download it for your operating system. So if you're on Mac, obviously download for Mac, Windows, Linux, they've got all three options. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and download it for Mac. Now, once you actually download it, either you can just use the installer or just paste everything inside of your terminal. Both are very easy options. You'll be able to open this up and it'll look a little bit something like this, just like a normal software. Now for the next piece, we need to actually get the model. So we want to install Gemma. It's not going to be natively installed automatically for us. We need to implement it and install it on our computer and download it. So you can simply just go to models and we're going to find the specific ones that we want to be using. So if we just search E2B, we should see a few different options. So we have Gemma 4. So down here, we've got the E2B, we've got the E4B, we've got the 26B, which is just a mixture of experts model, and the 31B dense. Now for today, we're going with the smallest one, which is going to be the E2B up here. And this is, again, about 7.2 gigs. So it's got 128K context window. It's actually multimodal, so it can understand images as well. So if you've got a more powerful machine, feel free to go bigger, go with the E4B or whatever you want. But with that being said, like E2B, it's what is going to run on most people's setups, assuming that everybody does not have an insane Alienware or the best Mac Mini model. So we're going to click on the E2B variant. And from here, we just have to copy the command line that we are going to paste now into our terminal. I'm just going to load up my terminal, search for that. We'll have to open up a new window and we can just paste in the prompt. So Ollama run Gemma 4 E2B. So I already have it installed, but it should recognize. So from here, it's going to start installing it. It'll be a little bit slow depending on your internet speed, of course, but going to be the same exact process if you wanted to do this for any other models. And if you do have any issues with any of this coming up, like if you're getting any errors or if it's not showing up when you actually run this command line, then just ask Claude, ask ChatGPT for help to actually install this, or even ask it to do it for you, and it's going to handle everything. There's really no excuse for running into issues or anything like that where it's going to prevent you from actually doing this with the use of AI nowadays. All right, so that just finished up. You can see success, and we're just going to type a message, make sure that everything is working properly. So you can see here's the thinking process, analyze the input, determine the context and intent, formulate an appropriate response. You can see here, hi, how can I help you today? Now we could also use this inside of Ollama. So previously I've, in one of the latest videos, I installed and played around with the 26B model, but now here we have the E2B. So it's going to work the same exact way inside of Ollama. As you can see, the exact thinking process that we just got through there that we had in our terminal, we're getting the same thing through here. So now I could just ask it something simple like, what is the capital of the United States? We'll see its thinking process, identifying the core question, and the capital of the US is Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. And you can see how fast this was actually getting back to us. But anyways, now we want to actually connect this to Claude Code. So now that we actually have this working, and by the way, you can get this on your phone as well. And check out our previous video if you want to see how to actually do that, where you don't need any internet, you don't need to utilize any clouds or anything like that. You can just have it all be local on your phone, which is pretty insane. But anyways, let's show how to actually connect this to Claude Code. But with that, there's one more step that most tutorials out there are going to completely skip. And if you do skip it, Claude Code is either just going to crash on you or just give you garbage responses. So by default, Ollama, it gives models like a really small context window, but Claude Code, it needs at least about 64,000 tokens just of context to actually work properly. And it needs that space to read your files, plan its approach, and write the code. And without it, Claude Code, it just can't see enough of your projects to be useful. So what we have to actually enter is this specific prompt. So let's actually back out. We'll go to buy. And we need to run this inside of our terminal. So we're going to say Ollama context length 65,536. So we're getting a simple error message. And I think this is just because Ollama is open. So either you can just manually close it. Execution, Ollama got an error, user canceled. So let's make sure that this is actually closed properly. Ollama, let's quit this. And now we should be good. So let me type that prompt in once again. Still says address already in use. So we're going to try and kill this. And now maybe we can try to do that once again. Okay, there we go. So if you are running into or experiencing any issues just like that, again, just simply ask Claude how to, or ChatGPT, whatever model you're using. If you already installed these models, then just ask these local models how to actually resolve this. But anyways, now that we got this up and running, all we have to do is just open up any of our project directories with some files. So I'm going to use something that I have already created. I'm just going to use Cursor because I like having everything just like this unified dashboard where I can see all my files neatly on the left-hand side. And, it's made for less technically savvy people, but you could also use this for VS Code, Windsurf, whatever it may be. But I just like Cursor. I've been running with it for a while, but to each his own. So inside of here, I already have Claude Code, but it doesn't even matter. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to toggle my terminal by just clicking this top button. And it's also going to be very similar if you're using something else like your terminal or VS Code. So in any IDE, you're going to simply find the toggle panel to open up your terminal. Or if you do want to utilize just your terminal, you could simply just press Command T, and that's going to launch another terminal. And then just open up your project or any new project, and that's where we're going to be starting from. So inside of here, I already typed it out, but let me show you from the start. So inside of our terminal, we're just simply going to be typing out Ollama, and let's expand this a little bit. So you see we have a few different options. So this is going to be the CLI help menu. And of course, these are just some of the available commands. Now the second one, launch Claude Code. This is exactly what we want. So of course, we'll just enter on this, and then we could search or select which one we want to be using specifically. So for us, we're just going to be utilizing the E2B, and here's what it actually recommends. So GLM 4.7, and there is just a new GLM model was just recently added. So it looks like they don't yet have that available. Maybe we have to download it. But anyways, let's go to Gemma 4 E2B. And from here, we now have it up and running. Claude Code with Gemma 4. So we don't have to utilize any subscriptions, no API charges, and everything's going to be running locally on my machine. And the best part about this is you do not need an Anthropic API key for this. So when you actually use Ollama launch Claude, it handles all the configuration automatically. So again, no API key, no account, no tokens going to be charged to you. It's truly free. Now, inside of here, we can also change the model pretty simply. If we just type out model and then exactly what it's called, we'll be able to switch that as well. So I have the 26B available. So I want to see if I can, or really just compare how these are actually going to be working alongside one another. Now from here, we could do something as simple as just asking, can you break down and read the claude.md file for me? I'll run this off, see how long it takes and what we can get back. So as you guys can see, it takes a really long time and it's not the smartest model out there. So you do have to be wary of what you're actually going to be utilizing it for. So you're not going to be wasting your time. So I do have to disclose that. Okay, so let me just break down the limitations because I do want you going in with your eyes actually open. First thing, it's speed. So it's noticeably slower, where a complex response, it can take anywhere from 30 seconds to over 5 minutes, depending on your hardware and which model variant you actually picked. And if you're used to Claude's API, where things actually come back in seconds, this is going to be feeling much, much different. I do have to disclose that. Also, complex tasks. So for anything simple to medium coding work, writing functions and building features and scaffolding projects, it handles it pretty well. But for any complex multi-file debugging where the models really needs to hold a huge amount of context and reason across 10 different files, you're going to feel the gap compared to the frontier models. And I just don't use this. You can't use this. So things like tool choice, parameter prompt caching, and URL referenced images. So for most workflows, that won't matter, but it's actually worth knowing. And my recommendation is to just use this for your daily coding and any learning or side projects. Anything where you don't want to watch your token costs just go up. Just keep the API around for the hard stuff and best of both worlds. But in any case, if you guys are building AI into your business or just wants to stay ahead of shifts like this, I've got a free school community of over 18,000 people called the AI Accelerator. It's no fluff, just operators sharing exactly what's working. Link will be down below in the description. Also, make sure to check out our weekly AI newsletter if you're interested in more strategies on how to actually grow and scale your business or even start your business. And lastly, if you're a business owner looking to implement AI into your operations, implement these Claude Code environments so you could actually multiply your team's output, then you can book in a call with our team to see if there's a fit and how we can actually help you guys grow. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys found some value inside of this, and I'll see you in the next video.